Greetings, everyone, and welcome to CE Institute. My name is Selena Belisle, and I am the founder and one of the manual lymphatic drainage instructors here. We teach evidence-based lymphatic drainage, and I am an original Vater-style trained therapist. However, what I found throughout the years is that some of the things we were practicing didn't necessarily make sense, especially after looking at some of the medical research studies of lymphatic drainage. So, we have a technique that I've combined together here at the school based from research on how to apply manual lymphatic drainage techniques to make them effective, to make it make sense with what the medical research is showing. One of the things that we do during manual lymphatic drainage, especially when we're working on the lower extremities, is abdominal pumping or belly pumping. Now, you shouldn't be practicing this unless you've completed a real manual lymphatic drainage course. There are specific contraindications for belly pumping, which I don't have time to go through in this short video. If you want to take manual lymphatic drainage training, we offer it here in this school. We have it here under MLD, lymphatic drainage. Lots of home study. You can purchase this and access it immediately. Or if you take it with another provider, hopefully they'll thoroughly go through contraindications. Let me show you what manual lymphatic drainage pumping looks like. Please do not do this unless you have specialized manual lymphatic drainage training. And remember, this is not medical advice. And if you did not train with us, this might not fit with your routine. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to pump around the belly. We're going to pretend that the navel is the center of a clock. And let me show you what that looks like. Here we have the center of the clock at the navel. I usually pump at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. So that's how I kind of move around. We're pumping to, they call it breaking up stagnation, okay, or to get the pump really moving, the lymph really moving, excuse me. Because in the abdominal area, we do have some larger lymphatic vessels, and there could be a little bit of stagnation in them. So if you want to get, and remember, the diaphragm is moving up and down on some of those lymphatic vessels too. So with breathing, we're really kind of stimulating the lymph and the flow of lymph and increasing that flow. So with this pumping, we're going to do a breathing exercise, and you can work at 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, or you can work at 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock. What I'm going to do when I do the lymphatic belly pumping, abdominal pumping, tummy pumping. You can call it any of those three things. I'm going to have the client inhale and then exhale. And on the exhale, I'm taking my hands, two hands together, and pushing down with about maybe 2 pounds of pressure, not a whole lot of pressure. And then doing like a circling technique again at 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock. When I'm working on my client, I usually reach across the table and start at 3 o'clock. And this is what it looks like. So I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to find the navel. I'm going to reach at 3 o'clock. Client inhales and exhales, down and circle. After the exhale, we're going to be underneath the navel. 6 o'clock, inhale, exhale, down and circle. Move over to 9 o'clock, inhale, exhale, down and circle. And up at 12 o'clock, underneath the xiphoid, inhale, down and circle. Now that's one rotation. I usually do at least 3 rotations. You can do like 5 rotations if you want, if you feel there's clients really stagnant. Now you can see she has kinesio tape on her arm. She is a lymphedema chronic sufferer because of breast cancer and breast cancer treatments. So she is a rare case where she has lymphedema on her left arm and her right leg. So we used her as one of our manual lymphatic drainage models. That is a second rotation. Last time, reaching across the navel at 3 o'clock, inhaling and exhaling, pushing down and circling. Inhaling at 6 o'clock and exhaling, pushing down and circling. 9 o'clock, inhaling, exhaling and circling, and 12 o'clock below the xiphoid, inhaling, exhaling, and circling. And there's your 3 rotations. Now, you would never do that on people who just had like abdominal liposuction and so forth. That would be completely contraindicated. There are many more contraindications. If you want to learn those and more techniques, please come to our school. When you purchase the home study, it's available to you immediately. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We send you an email and you can reaccess it as many times as you wish with hands-on techniques like that until your course access expires. And that's available at ceinstitute.com. So until we see you in a training, we hope that you are safe. One more thing, when working the abdominal area, remember, if hopefully you've had training, there's a split, there's a line there where some of the fluid is actually going to drain inferiorly and some of the fluid will drain superiorly. And there's a recent study, I believe it's 2022, that we review in our training now, about how after specifically post-abdominal liposuction, those pathways in the abdomen change. It's really weird. They studied the lymphatic pathways prior to surgery and then post surgery, and they found that the drainage pathways are changing in about 25, maybe 50% of the clients who had abdominal surgery. So be very careful when working abdomens. That is abdominal pumping, manual lymphatic drainage, and it's for people who have not had recent abdominal surgery plus other contraindications, which we'll show you in our training. Thanks so much, everybody. We hope to see you in class.